you can't celebrate the resurrection without the death of Jesus. And that's what today kind of represents. It's Good Friday, and I want to share with you a passage. It's Matthew 27, verse 32, and it says this: As they were going out, they met a man from Cyrene named Simon, and they forced him to carry the cross. They came to a place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull, where they offered Jesus wine to drink mixed with gall. But after tasting it, he refused to drink it. When they had crucified him, they divided up his clothes by casting lots, and sitting down, they kept watch over him there. Above his head, they placed the written charge against him: This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. Skip to 45, it says this, verse 45, From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? When some of those standing there heard this, they said, He's calling Elijah. Immediately one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine vinegar, put it on a staff, and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him. And when Jesus has cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. And at that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook. The rocks split, and the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people had died, were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, Surely he was the Son of God. As I'm reflecting on this, one of the things that really stood out was verse 33, and where Jesus was crucified. He was crucified in this place called Golgotha, which says in verse 33, the place of the skull. And what's interesting about this is that the place of the skull and where this is, some people would say, hey, this is because this area actually looked like a skull, so they called it the skull, right? And others actually believe that this is actually where the skull of the first man, Adam, was buried. The skull of it. And if that is true, and it is interesting because this is what Jesus is called. Jesus is called the second Adam. In 1 Corinthians 15:22 says this, For as in Adam all die, you and me die. We're dead because of what Adam did, because of the sin nature in all of us. We all die. However, so in Christ, all will be made alive. I want to leave you with that for this Good Friday, that we're thankful for today as we're reflecting on the death of Jesus. Resurrection cannot come without Jesus. We have to reflect on today because it makes Sunday so much sweeter. In order for the resurrection to happen, death has to happen. In order for us to be made alive, Christ had to die and be resurrected, and we're made alive in Christ. So we're thankful for today, and we're thankful for what Christ has done. And we're thankful that Easter and Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, is to come.